I think the American side has had a very good understanding of that the regime change objective is totally off the mark. It's not going to happen. And as a matter of fact, we've seen several officials have walked back, sort of paddled back, including Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said that the objective right now is not regime change. It's about eroding and reducing Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile capabilities. So I think clearly they have adjusted the objective. I think this is actually a very important question. Where is indeed America's national interest in this, right? Trump has a difficult time explaining this war to the American people. He's hoping that this thing can be wrapped up quickly and doesn't have to do that job. But obviously, it's not happening this way. And I think eventually he has to explain it. In addition to all of these reasons that have been mentioned by the Trump administration, things related to the nuclear weapon, ballistic missile, as well as Iran's support to these organizations fighting against Israel. I think there might be another reason that sort of mentioned in some press, but not widely. That is Donald Trump's connection to the family's connection to the Israelis, to the extent that he might even benefit from donations from organizations very closely connected to Israel. One of his staunchest supporters is Miriam Adelson, the Adelson family that runs casinos in Las Vegas, as well as very big one in the Chinese city of Macau. Adelson's wife, Marianne Adelson, is a very good friend of him. Reportedly, just in the last few months, he has received $250 million from her. Is that money one of the reasons why he is waging this war? We don't know, but it's a good question to ask. Actually, I have a theory of three no's. I've said this publicly. No hitting of oil tankers, no hitting of oil-related facilities, and no closure of the Strait of Hormuz. I think even amidst this furious war going on, there should be consensus among the various sides, among the three sides, that these oil facilities and tankers shouldn't be hit, because this is an issue well beyond just a sort of a regional conflict. It concerns global economy. It concerns the welfare of many countries who are actually friends of Iran and Israel. So I think it's vitally important for countries like China, Japan, and South Korea, who that import a lot of oil from the region, to step up and advocate for such a mechanism that monitors and makes sure that oil-related facilities and tankers should not be hit at all. And also I want to make a point. The closure of the Strait of Hormuz is actually not very accurate in my view. The news just came that there is indeed a tanker, a Chinese tanker, just past the strait, the Hormuz Strait, just a few hours ago. It's not. I think it's not entirely true that the strait has been entirely closed down. Probably closed down selectively. From the perspective of China, of course, we're glad to see that a Chinese tanker has passed the strait peacefully and safely. But nevertheless, I think in general, we still don't want to see oil prices going up. Put it this way, China is not competing against the United States for regional influence in the Middle East. I think this is a not a very correct or appropriate categorization of China's involvement in the Middle East. I think we are mostly coming from a background of, as I said, seeking economic development, seeking mutual interests, economic interests, and peaceful coexistence. As I've been advocating that we should push for a mechanism together with, in partnership with stakeholders, those major economic powers that are importing a lot of oil from the Middle East, organize some kind of a mechanism to assert political pressure on the warring parties not to hit those oil-related facilities and other things that have global implications. I think this is something at least we can do.